Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And it's PJ.
Crunch, finishing a cough drop. And we're here for our last regular season home game of the year. Man, it's been a long slog fest. We started off the season thinking we were a shoo-in for the finals, and then all of a sudden we just scraped along the bottom for the second half, going 2-11 until we started on this 7-game win streak, which has put us in the hunt now for the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the hunt, and that's where we want to be. We kind of wish we could have that third quarter of the season back and maybe pull out a couple more wins in there. But we are where we are, and the last two games, boy, this is going to be exciting baseball. These last two games, Tommy.
Oh man, we do like a good hunt. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the standings. Excuse me. Trade division there. For so long, we were just the wild card spot was our only hope. But now we're a half game back from the Sirloins, or at least we were after that last game. We got a chance at taking the division.
Yeah, we do. We got a very real chance. We took. Right now, we're tied up with the Sirloins in our 3-game set. They've got to win. We've got to win. So this one's the rubber match. We want to. If we could come away with this, we tie them up, and then obviously with a plus 62, we'd really have to beat their brains out in order to try and jump them. So even though our records would be tied, the Sirloins would probably still have the nod, but we have 1 game left. So after a 2-game losing streak by the Sirloins, I don't know who they played the final game of the season. We got the Platypi, so there's a real chance that we may come out on top.
Well, before we get the updated standings from the last 10 games we'll tell you about the last game of ours. Man, what a game. In the top of the first with a runner on second and 1 out, Damian Rush hits this liner back to the mound, which drops Japani. It got her right in the midsection. Eliza Peck grabs the ball and rushes to her attention, forgetting the play still continued, and the runner makes it home, putting the Sirloins out in front first. I thought Japani was going to be out after that one, man. I couldn't believe it when she stayed in.
Yeah, me too. She showed a lot of guts right there. She took a hard shot, like Tommy said, and Coach was on the top step of the dugout, ready to come out and relieve her, but she waved him off. She wanted to stay in.
Yeah, had a few choice words. Well, then with 2 outs and a runner on, Smash Willow drives one into the outfield that Poke Foster should have grabbed for an easy out, and it hits a ground at his feet, allowing a runner to score, and it's 2-0 St. Louis. I must have missed a score that inning as the Sirloins run up 3-0, but then in the bottom of the first, with 1 out, Alora Franco steps up and hits this one into the outfield. Poke Foster runs for home, and it looks like he's going to get caught in the throw-on, but Preston Adonis drops the ball, and the score counts, putting the Beewolves on the board at 3-1. Then in the top of the second, Adonis makes up for a missed play with this solo home run out over the wall in right center field, putting the Sirloins out ahead by 3. The Sirloins were firing on all cylinders offensively, and we weren't sure Japani was up to the task, possibly having something to do by taking that line drive in the midsection earlier. But the Sirloins weren't done yet. In that same side, their old faithful Hammer Longballo comes to the plate and does what he always does so well, and that's to deliver home runs. He delivers this monster shot over the right field wall, and the score rests at 5-1. Going into the bottom of the second. It was beginning to look like a blowout, Pete.
Yeah, it was, and yet the mood in the stadium was you just felt that the Beewolves were gonna turn it around. Yeah. The Sirloins did come out early, and they kind of got on the board quickly, but then they kind of shut down, and Japani started to get into a groove, and the Beewolves were hitting the ball. They just were having trouble on the base paths, and you just felt if they could kind of settle down a little bit, they could start scoring some runs.
Yeah, well, they didn't give up, like you said. I mean, in the bottom of the third with a runner on, Bertha Banks steps up, and for the 6th time this season, contributes to the offense with a home run. This one flies out over the wall in left center field and brings the Beewolves to within 2 runs of a tie. Just so you know, Pete, looks down the bottom. Looks like your difficulty level's at 50 instead of 51. So, take it a little easy on yourself. Anyway, the game remains scoreless for several innings until the bottom of the 8th, when Freddie Knox nails this grounder near the third baseline. which brings in 2 more runs, tying the game late. And then still on the same side, with 2 runners on base, at least the least likely hero, Eliza Peck comes up to bat and lofts this one out into right center field. The ball sails just over the mitt of the Sirloins jumping rookie right fielder, and the score ends at 8-5 Beewolves. And the Beewolves close out the game by taking one from the division leaders, leaving just 2 more games in the regular season and greatly improving their playoff chances. Pete, what a come-from-behind victory!
Definitely. And I was just going through the schedule, and I didn't realize this is the Sirloins' last game of the season.
Oh, it is? How about that?
They are 1 game ahead of us.
They
have played 1 more game than we have, so this is their final game of the season. So again, if we beat them, and then we have a real good shot of passing them on the last game of the season.
Oh man, oh boy. All right, well, let's find out these other scores. We got 10 other games to tell you about here that happened between now and then. First, starting off with the Colorado Warblers out in New York at the Wide Loads. Pete, let me know what you see there.
Warblers taking on the Wide Loads. Warblers get out first, and they kind of give themselves a lead, and they're able to hold on and win 9-5.
The Burners go to Michigan to play the Moose. The Moose jump out front. They come back a little, but the Moose end up winning 7-4.
Freebooters taking on the Arctics. Freebooters all day. 14-0 over the Arctics.
Wow. The Freedom go to visit the Heaters in Detroit, and the Freedom win at 6-2.
Blowfish taking on the Overdogs. It's a back and forth battle, and ultimately it winds up the Overdogs 4-3-10.
Ooh, Battle of the Swagger Center. The Water Bullets at the Herbivores. Herbivores win at 5-4.
Hot Corners taking on the Buzzards. It's a back and forth, and ultimately it's Buzzards 6-4.
The Wild Pigs of the Nemesis in Hawaii. It's all Nemesis. 12-4.
Holy cow. The Sandcats taking on the Grapplers. And this one's got the Grapplers' name on it, and the Grapplers win it 9-1.
Outlaws down in San Diego to play the Platypi. The Outlaws took it 3-0.
Oof.
Boy, the Herbivores kept it interesting, didn't they, Pete?
They sure did.
So, yeah, start us over the Pioneer Conference, Pathfinder Division, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. Pathfinder Division, Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division, Blowfish with sitting in first place with a record of 26-17. They are followed closely behind by both the Freedom and the Crocodons, who find themselves a game back, both of them with records of 25-18.
Then in the Uncharted Division, you have the Wild Pigs still in first place at 27-16 at the plus 57 run differential. They are a full game ahead of the San Diego Platypi at 26-17.
Down in the Journey Division, the Grapplers have leapfrogged the Sandcats, so now the Grapplers sitting in first place with a record of 22-21, and the Sandcats find themselves a game back with a record of 21-22. That's a tight one.
Yeah, it is, yeah. The Explorer Conference, nobody saw this coming. The Gold Coats are sitting in top at 23-20. They got a full 2-game lead ahead of the front runners. They may have that division locked up. Front runners would then be vying for the wild card. Front runners are 21-22.
In our very own trade division, the Sirloins, who will be taken on today, they sit in first place with a record of 25-18 in a league, not a league best, but a second place with plus 62 run differential. The Moonstars with plus 70 have the league best. Just behind them in second place is our very own Beewolves. They sit in second place with a record of 24-18, and we are a half game behind them in the standings.
Actually, the Sirloins should have one more game. 25-18. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, 30-43. This is their last game. Right. Because if we won, all right. Okay. All right. Never mind. Sorry. Curiosity Division. Like you said, the Moonstars are the hottest team in the league. 28-15, 651. They've got the Curiosity Division wrapped up. They're 4 games ahead of the Sawteeth, who are 24-19. So the Moonstars have clinched the playoff berth and the division.
Yes, sir. And I'm just looking around them, and the poor Arctics over in the Journey Division with their record of 11-32 with a league lowest minus 109 run differential. Holy cow. I don't know how they won 11 games.
11 games of 32 losses. Wow. Well, there's always next year.
Yeah, there is.
So the wild card standings right now, I mean, if we don't take the championship, we're a half game ahead of the Sawteeth for the wild card berth. So, what a race. All right, let's get to it then. This brings us to game number 43 of 44. The Sirloins 25-18 against the Beewolves 24-18. These two teams, anyway, you saw them in the last game. Tonight we're going up against their starter, the locked-in Kaio Niomo. Kaio Niomo, the right-hander, throws the ball hard. That's what she's known for. She puts good junk on it, and she's accurate. She's got a 3-5 record on the season, so she's hoping to finish her season a little closer to 500 there. She's got a 4.35 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP.
That's right, and backing her up are locked-in Hammer Longballo in right field. Always a danger at the plate. He's got excellent power, very good ability to connect, and about average speed on the base pass. He's hitting .316 with 13 home runs. Cat Stanza over at first base with, again, excellent power and very good ability to connect, better than average speed on the base pass. She's hitting .250 with 11 home runs. And then Cortez out in left field, who's juiced. He's juiced. He's got excellent power. He struggles to make contact, a little bit less than average ability to connect, and he's got a little bit better than average speed on the base pass. He's hitting .250 with no home runs. Wow.
Well, Longballo, it was showing up on the ticker there. He's in the home run race along with our Dexteris, but he's also in the top 5 for RBIs. So the Beewolves are going to be starting our southpaw for his last game of the regular season. The left-hander Deshaun Levon. He's known mostly for his accuracy. He's improved that recently, so he's got a 3-6 record. He's hoping to go 4-6 on the season with the win here today. He's got a 5.40 ERA. He's looking to whittle down and a 1.51 WHIP.
Yep, and backing him up is the locked-in Alora Franco at first base. She's got excellent power, excellent ability to connect, and excellent speed on the base pass. She's hitting .390 with 11 home runs. Hanley Dexter is the superstar shortstop who's got better than average power, but excellent, very good speed on the base pass. He's hitting .382 with 13 home runs. And the locked-in Bertha Banks over at third base. She's got better than average power, better than average ability to connect, and about average speed on the base pass. She's hitting .392 with 6 home runs. .392.
Holy cats!
That's something.
Well, Dexteris and Franco, respectively, the 2 top slugging percentages in the league as well, too. So that's always fun. We're getting the lineup here, but as we're about almost ready to start the game from the assistant coach, it's going to look something like this. Hanley Dexter is going to start playing first. No, I'm sorry, he's going to play shortstop. He's going to be batting first. Silly me. Poke Foster back in right field, filling in for Billy LaPointe because Poke Foster is juiced. So you like that? Give Billy a little rest before the playoffs?
Yeah, as long as Poke catches the ball out there, that'll be fine.
His contact is through the roof. He should be, and fielding an arm. I think this is.
I just wish he had a little bit more speed on the base pass. That's all.
Yeah.
Because like you say, he's a good hitter. He'll get on, but then he kind of, he's kind of slow.
Bertha Banks playing third base, batting third, locked in. Also locked in, Alora Franco batting cleanup, fourth, and she'll be the first base. And left field, oops, wait, hold on a second here, I hit a little button too quick. Left field, Buster Biggs coming back in to take back over from Betting Balmer. Buster Biggs hoping to reassert himself before the playoffs here. He'll bat fifth, batting sixth, Steve Monstour back in the game. Steve playing catcher. Right behind him, Freddie Knox batting seventh and playing second base. In center field, Magic Moore will bat eighth, batting ninth, and it's going to be Deshaun Levon, and also pitching. Our friend Deshaun throws the forefinger, the two-finger, the slider, and the changeup on occasion. They're getting ready to throw us out to the field, Pete. They're throwing us.
They got the roof closed, the air conditioner on, so it's perfect. Should be perfect conditions for a baseball game.
Yep.
Out here at Phoenix, get yourself a last chance donut on the way out of town.
Last home game of the year, buddy.
There we go.
Regular season.
And the Sirloins is going to look like this. Batting first, Cat Stanza. Second, Hammer Longballo. Cortez in left field, batting third. Cook at second base, batting fourth. Hayata at third base, batting fifth. Rush in center field, batting sixth. Wiggins at shortstop, batting seventh. Adonimus catching and batting eighth. And somebody else. Cat Stanza, Hammer Longballo, and Javier Cortez going to face off against Deshaun Levon here at the top of the first as the Beewolves take the field. The Sirloins pick up their bats. Ket Stanza, the first baseman's neutral and fit, favors the outside pitch, hitting .250 with 11 home runs, 29 RBIs.
All right.
Here we go. Game is underway. That one's fouled straight back. Strike one, Ket Stanza. Sean Levon delivers the second pitch. It's going to be a clip to Laura Franco, kind of a blooper that bounced right in front of her. She was able to pick it up and step on first base. Hammerlong ball was locked in and fit. He's playing right field for the Sirloins. As we said, he's hitting .316, 13 home runs. Takes the first pitch from Levon for a called strike. Strike one. There's a smash that's on the ground. Knox will pick it up, double pump, make the throw to Franco for the second out. Two down. And Javier Cortez, the left fielder, stepping in. He's neutral but juiced. Hitting .250 this season. Cortez playing left field today for the Sirloins. Two quick outs by Levon. First pitch is inside, ball one. One ball, no strikes, two outs, bases empty for Cortez here in the top of the first. That's in there for a called strike, and the count is evened up. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's up a little high. Ball 2, 2-1 now to Javier Cortez. That's fouled off. Straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Levon going to deliver his 9th pitch. And swing and a miss, and Javier Cortez goes down on strikes for the first victim for Deshaun Levon. So as we move into the bottom of the first, Hanley Dexteris, Hope Foster, and Bertha Banks going to take a first look at Ko Niomo and her 4.35 ERA. Beautiful Phoenix weather out there, Tommy.
Hey, good, a lot of great crowd and the fan, great. A lot of people here today, usually overwhelming the stadium. There's a lot of Sirloin fans here who made the trip to see this game. 2 quick balls by Niomo to start things off in the bottom of the first. The locked-in pitcher has yet to hit a strike. 3 quick balls, 3-0. There's one to Dexteris who didn't need to swing, but he decides to play catch. Center field with Damian Rush. 1 down.
Poke Foster, the right fielder, neutral and juiced, hitting .409 with a home run and 1 RBI. 1 out, nobody out. First pitch to Foster's low, ball 1. That one's high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Niomo having trouble finding the strike zone. It's 3-0 now. Ball 4, and Poke Foster watched 4 pitches go and walk to first base.
Boy, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Niomo there. She's thrown mostly balls. Bertha Banks hitting .392 with 6 home runs, 22 RBIs, a slow runner at first base, right past the ear of Niomo into center field. That's going to be a clean single. Pete the Beewolves got 2 on with 1 out.
Yes, sir. And in steps Laura Franco, the first baseman, locked it and fit, hitting .390 with 11 home runs, 31 RBIs. Again, Poke Foster at second does not have a lot of speed. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Now it's fouled off, and now Franco's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes with an out. Runners at first and second. That's fouled off along the third baseline. That one's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Laura Franco. That's fouled off. Fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's going to be lifted into center field. Everybody's going to hold up. I was going to look like they were going to try and send Foster, but it took them a while to get to third. So Buster Biggs steps in.
Coming the pressure way up now. .292 with only 1 out and the base is loaded. And he almost struggling here. Her 16th pitch. He pops that up deep left field. It's going back at the warning track. That's going to be caught. Cortez, but here comes the runner in from third. They're going to hold everybody else up at the Beewolves. Poke Foster crosses. You're going to get that first score, Pete.
Way to go, way to go. Okay, so 2 down. Steve Monstour, the catcher, steps in. He's neutral and fit. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. First pitch to Monstour is inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1. There's a roller to the first baseman, Ket Stanza. She's going to take it herself, step on first to end the inning. But the Beewolves pick up 1 run on 2 hits. So as we go into the top of the second, it's Beewolves 1, Sirloins nothing. Lloyd Cook, Madoka Hayata, and Damon Rush going to face off against Levon, who threw 9 pitches with 1 strikeout in the top of the first.
Yeah, St. Louis trying to get into these playoffs, stay ahead of us. Lloyd Cook 204 with 9 home runs, 25 RBIs, looking angry about yesterday's loss, or the last game's loss. First one misses inside by Levon, 1-0 the count. Swing and miss strike one, never even one apiece. Sean Levon getting ready to throw his dozenth pitch, gets a signal from Stewart, winds up, throws it. Check swing, it's a little low. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. Solid power hitter Lloyd Cook standing in the left-hand batter's box, will bounce in a step, pops that one up in the center field. Magic Moore goes back a little and then comes up and grabs it. Oh, it looks like he misread that at first. Luckily, he was able to run in and grab that, and he got one down. Now here comes Madoka Hayata. 357, 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. First one misses inside. Ball 1 to Madoka. Second pitch hard to Bertha Banks, who dives, can't get it, and it lands fair. That's going to be extra bases. Biggs picks it up in the corner and throws it to the relay. Dexter's is going to run it back in. And that's a clean double by Hayata, as the Sirloins hope to get a little offense going here themselves. Damian Rush now, power hitter, outfield going back. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Damian Rush. Swing and a strike 2. Rush punished us in that last game, but he's got him. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout, all swinging. Great strikeout by Deshaun Levon there. He's looking like he's in control, Pete. This brings in Willard Wiggins now. We got 2 outs. One more to get out of this. He goes back to second. Dex can't quite pick her up, but she dives back to make it in. 2 outs. That one's high and inside, but it's a strike. 0 on the count. Pitch number 20 by Levon coming right now. Popped up behind the plate. Montour sees it. He's over for it. Grabs it in front of the Sirloins bench and ends the side feed. Getting out of that one.
There you go. But he gave up 1 hit, but it's still Beewolves 1, Sirloins nothing as we head into the bottom of the second. It's Freddie Knox, Magic Moore, and Deshaun Levon all going to face Neomo, who threw 19 pitches in that first inning, gave up a walk and 2 hits. Freddie Knox neutral and fit, hitting .338 with a home run, 16 RBIs.
All right. Neomo with a little scratch, winds up, throws the first one in there. It's a lofter, but that's popped up into center field. A sliding rush makes it into the catch. Oh, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Magic Moore, the center fielder, steps in. He's hitting .291, 9 home runs, 25 RBIs. That's fouled off along the third baseline. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out. That one's in there just over the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. That's fouled off into the stands along the third baseline. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. That's over the outside corner, and Magic Moore goes down looking. So 2 down now, and Deshaun Levon steps in.
What was he looking for, Pete?
I don't know.
Deshaun Levon, a good power hitter for a pitcher. Watches the first one right in there for a strike, 96 miles. It looks like he almost found the strike zone again. He hits that one right past her. Pete punishes her for throwing one right down the middle. That's a good single by the pitcher.
Yes, sir. And in steps superstar shortstop Henley Dexteris. He's 0 for 1 today, but he's a tough out and a utility player. Deshaun Levon with no speed at first base. 2 outs, though. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dexteris. That one's high ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. That's popped up into left center field, and Damon Rush is able to get there and make the catch for the 3rd out. So as we head into the 3rd, it's Sirloins, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Beewolves, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Preston Adonis, KO Naomo, and Kat Stanza 0 for 1. Levon at 20 pitches with 2 strikeouts. Preston Adonis is neutral and well, got connection versus right-handed pitching, but that doesn't count because Deshaun Levon is a lefty. He's hitting .247 with 6 home runs. Takes the first pitch low, ball 1. Adonis with 15 RBIs on the season. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. 15 RBIs isn't going to help him now because he's leading off, so there's nobody on base right now. That's in there for a called 2nd strike, and now Adonis is behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Levon looks in, delivers his 24th pitch outside, ball 2. Count is evened up 2-2 now. In the top of the 3rd, Beewolves 1, Sirloins nothing. That one's outside, 3-2 full count. Deshaun Levon delivers. Swing and a miss, and Preston Adonis is Deshaun Levon's 3rd victim of the day. KO Naomo, neutral and fit, hitting .188 with 3 RBIs. Naomo, the Sirloin pitcher, First pitch is low, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to Naomo. Bases are empty. There's a shot that's going to Dexteros, who's going to pick it up, double pump, make the throw to Franco for the second out. 2 down. Now we're back at the top of the order, and it's Cat Stanza. Favors the outside pitch. She's 0 for 1 today. Hitting .248. Stanza first base for the Sirloins. She watches that one outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Levon delivering his 30th pitch here. That's fouled straight back. And Stanza has evened up the count at 1-1. There's a roller. That's going to be caught by Freddie Knox on a diving catch of a hard hit line drive that was looking like it was going to get to the outfield. But as we head into the bottom of the third, it's still Beewolves 1, Sirloins nothing. Poke Foster, Bertha Banks, and Alora Franco going to face off against Naomo. All of them have reached. Foster walked his first time up.
Juice to cut. It's a good seeing. We've had a lot of Poke Foster in the late season here. It's good to see him. He's pretty good. First one's in there for a strike, 0 on the count. Second one's hit hard, but it's a liner straight to Wiggins at shortstop. Double pump to first, 1 down.
Bertha Banks is locked in and pitches 1 for 1 with a single. 1 down, bases empty for Banks. First pitch is low, ball 1. That's smashed, but foul along the first baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. That's going to get into right field. That'll drop for another clean single for Bertha Banks. Standing at first base now with 1 out.
She was looking for that breaking pitch inside. And she's on first. Now 1 for 1. Laura Franco with a single, 394 with 11 home runs, 31 RBIs, and a runner at first base. Oh, that breaking pitch makes it way back in for strike 0 in the count. Locked in, Laura. That one's a ball. We're even at 1 apiece. Great crowd on hand. There's a little roller. And it gets past second base into the center field, and that's going to be another clean single, Pete, with just 1 out and 2 on now.
Yes, sir. 2 on, 1 out. As my partner said, Buster Biggs, the left fielder, is neutral and fit. Hitting .292 with 6 home runs. First pitch is low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That just catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Low, 2 balls and a strike. Naomo coming to the plate quickly. That's over the outside corner. 2-2 now. That's low. 3-2. Full count to Buster Biggs. That one's high. And Naomo has walked the bases loaded now.
The catcher, Steve
Steve! Oh boy, I tell you, the monster could do a grand slam right here. First one's in for strike. 0 on the count. Look. Here, that's outside. Hits a grounder to Mayata for second for 1. Over to first to close it out for the double play, and they get out of it, Pete.
Okay, so we're heading into the top of the fourth. It's still 1-0. Beewolves. Hammerlong Ballo 0 for 1. Javier Cortez 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Lloyd Cook 0 for 1. Levon at 31 pitches with 3 strikeouts and giving up 1 hit. It's a tight one. The Beewolves are going to have to start making them pay a little bit.
They are. A good pitching pace so far for Levon, though. It's doing just over 10 pitches per inning. Long Ballo 0 for 1 today. Like you said, 314. That one's right in there for a strike. And the safety's off for Long Ballo. The dangerous hitter who got one against us last night. Put it over the right field wall. That one misses outside. We're even 1 apiece. Inside corner strike 2. Long Ballo yet to swing. 35th pitch by Levon. Popped up. That's a foul ball souvenir. Some fan on the third base side. Still 1-2. That one misses low. Good patience by Long Ballo. We're even at 2 apiece now. Here he comes. Swinging him at strike 3. Long Ballo frustrated. He wanted his second home run in 2 games. That brings in Javier Cortez. 0 for 1 on the day. He's juiced. He's hitting 200 on the season, and he's not swinging at the first pitch. He's in there for a strike 1 with the count. Number 17. That one misses high. Ball one, or even 1 apiece to the left fielder for the Sirloins. Standing left-hand batter's box. A smile on his face and mirrored specs. That one's in near the knees. No swing. Ball 2, 2-1. Swings hard, hits it to Knox off the ground, picks it up, gives a 1 pump over to Franco, gets that second out, Pete. And the Beewolves are looking good defensively.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now it's Lloyd Cook's turn, 0 for 1, but he's looking a little bit tense, grabbing the bat a little tight. He's got good power, though. can always put one over, so Levon's going to be careful. Number 29 throws another one right past the mound into center field. That's going to get him on for a clean single. And you can't hold them all off the base. Here in the top of the fourth, still 1-0 Beewolves. Madoka Hayata. 1 for 1 with a double. So Hayata's dangerous. Hoping to contribute things. As Sirloins still hoping to get on the board. Nice breaking pitch, misses low. 1-0 count. That one misses high and inside, ball 2. You got some speed to the runner on first base. There's one hit to Dexteras, who jumps and misses it. The runner gets to second, has to come back. And we got 2 quick singles now. We're at first and second, but there's 2 outs. It's Damien Rush's turn, 0 for 1. A real good power hitter, but not a great contact hitter. So Levon can put together and get around him here. Goes right at him with the first one, and then for strike 1 the count. Pressure up. Fans on their feet, 2 quick strikes. And now he's making Damien Rush think about what's coming next. He gets him a 3-pitch strikeout. He waiting at him, Deshaun.
All right, so we're heading into the bottom of the fourth. Sirloins, no runs, 3 hits. Beewolves, 1 run on 5 hits. Freddie Knox, 0 for 1. Magic Moore, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Deshaun Levon, 1 for 1. Naomo at 46 pitches with 1 strikeout, giving up 2 walks. Freddie Knox at second base, neutral and fit. 0 for 1 today. Made a great diving stop earlier in the game to keep the ball in the infield and pull it in for an out. That's going into Damien Rush in center field on the fly. That's 1 down. Magic Moore stepping in.
Probably should have let him throw a little bit more. Magic Moore 0 for 1, 289 on the season. Closing in on 50 pitches to 48th right there. That's hit hard, straight to Cook. The pump over to first. That's 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Yes, sir. And Deshaun Levon's locked in and fit. He's 1 for 1 with a single today. Come on, Deshaun. Let's get something going here. 48 pitches now for Naomo. That's ball inside. That's inside as well. 2 balls, no strikes now to Deshaun Levon. There's a smash. That'll get into center field. And Deshaun Levon will go 2 for 2, Tom, at the plate.
Wow. Deshaun's doing it everywhere, man. He's getting the Ks. He's getting the offense. He's looking beautiful. I love that guy. Handley Dex, 0 for 2 though. On the other hand, Handley's got to turn things around if he wants to be part of this game. And that's one right to him, but that's going to be a liner, a fly ball in right field. Long ball gets under it and ends the side.
All right, you know what you got to do. Well, going into the top of the 5th, it's still Beewolves 1-0. Willard Wiggins 0 for 1. Preston Adonimus 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Ko Naomo 0 for 1. Levon at 48 pitches with 5 strikeouts, giving up 3 hits. Talk about these Beewolf pitchers. Willard Wiggins, the shortstop's neutral and fit, 0 for 1 today. Fran Japani with, 10 strikeouts in her last appearance. Now you got Levon at 5 already. That's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. In the top of the 5th, that one's fouled straight back, and now the count is evened up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wiggins playing shortstop for the Sirloins. That's fouled off. Now Wiggins behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wiggins hitting 264. There's a roller to Dexteras. They'll pick it up. Double pump. Make the throw to Franco for the first out. 1 down now. And Preston Adonimus, the catcher, steps in. He's neutral and fit. He's 0 for 1 though today. Adonimus hitting 245 with 6 home runs, 15 RBIs on the season. First pitch is swing and a miss, and Adonimus wanted to park that in the lot. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out. That one's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Beewolves holding on to a 1-0 lead. There's a roller. That too will get to Dexteras. They'll pick it up, make the throw to Franco. 2 quick outs. Wow. And Ko Naomo, the starting pitcher's neutral and fit. She's 0 for 1 today. Base is empty now for Naomo with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. First pitch is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a roller to Bertha Banks. They'll pick it up, and then she's going to make the long throw to Franco for the 3rd out. So 1, 2, 3 in the Sirloin half of the 5th, and we're going into the Beewolf half, bottom of the 5th. Beewolves holding on to a 1-0 lead. Poke Foster 0 for 1 with a walk. Bertha Banks 2 for 2. Alora Franco 2 for 2. Ko Naomo at 52 pitches with 1 strikeout and 2 walks. Poke Foster, the right fielder's neutral and juiced. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. First pitch from Naomo's outside, ball 1. That's in it for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Foster. That one's outside, ball 2, 2-1. That's in there for a called strike. 2-2 now. That's a roller because shortstop Waller Wiggins will pick it up, make the throw to first, and get Poke Foster for the first out. One down.
You got her to pitch a little bit. Bertha Banks 2 for 2 with 2 singles, hitting .402. Looking for home run number 7. The crowd on their feet, cheering her on. They want to see her do it, Pete. Here it comes right here. Oh, that was a little high, but it made it in for strike. 1 apiece now. Outside corner, she hits it hard, but it's straight to Stanza at first base. We got 2 down.
Dang, Alora Franco locked in and fit 2 for 2 with 2 singles herself. She's hitting .399. The first baseman for the Beewolves, 2 outs with nobody on. First pitch is low, ball 1. That one's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Franco. That one catches inside corner for the first strike. 2 balls and a strike. That one's high, ball 3. 3-1 to the locked-in Franco. That's outside, ball 4, and Alora Franco will take first with 2 outs.
Probably better to do that than to throw one down the middle for Buster Biggs with a walk, pressure up, hitting .292, 6 home runs. Got a fast runner at first base. First one right in there for a strike, 95 miles an hour. 0-1 count to Biggs. That one's outside. Good patience. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Making her throw. She's closing in on 70 pitches. That one's right in there, but it's check swing, strike 1. There goes Franco for second. The hit and run. That's going to be right field. And she's making her way around for third. She's going to slide in there.
Way to go. Nice heads up base running. Runners at first and third now with 2 outs. Monstour, the tense catcher, tense but fit. She's got good power versus right-handed pitching. First pitch to Monstour's in there for called strike 1. And there goes Buster Biggs, and he's in there. So runners now at second and third with 2 outs. Monstour 1-1. That's in there for called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Allen's high count is even up 2-2. That's low, ball 3. 3-2. Naomo throwing her 75th pitch here. That's inside, ball 4, and he almost walked the bases full again.
Wow.
All we need is a single here. Come on, Freddie.
Yeah, that's the third bases loaded. Like you said, Freddie Knox now, a hot hitter, pressure way up. 2 outs, bases loaded. That one misses outside, ball 1. You're almost being forced to pitch here. His 77th pitch is in there for a strike. We're even at 1 apiece now. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. That's a little looper into left field. Oh, and it's caught by Hayat over the shoulder, and they get out of it, Pete. Oh.
Come on, man. So the Beewolves 1 run on 7 hits. Sirloins no runs on 3 hits. Cat Stanza 0 for 2. Hammerlong Bolo 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Javier Cortez 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Levon that's thrown some pitches.
57.
Come on. You would have called it a strike on me, wouldn't you? You'd call it a freaking strike on me if I didn't swing it.
Deshaun Levon closing in on 60 pitches. Gets the first one in for a strike. 0-1 the count to Cat Stanza. Fooled her on that one. Swing and miss, strike 2. Pitch number 60 coming right here. Hits hard. Foul ball on the first base line. Still foul. Stanza showing she's a dangerous hitter. Hits that one to Laura Franco. Jumps up, grabs it for that first out. That gets past her. That may have been multiple bases. Brings in the locked in Hammerlong Baller, who's 0 for 2. He will not be 0 for 3, says he. First one right in for strike. He always lets that first one go by, though. Safety's off now for Hammer. 29, throwing the ball right there. Pops that one up, and he looks like he's going to go 0 for 3. Freddie Knox ranges back into shallow center field. He grabs that for the second out. Hammerlong Ball's been handcuffed. And now it's Javier Cortez 0 for 2. Juiced condition, but he's only hitting 167 on the season. A real good power hitter in this condition. Watch the first one in there for a ball. 1-0 the count. Sean Levon looking to get to that 7th inning in under 70 pitches. First one, that one's outside. We're even at 1 apiece. Sean Levon looking great. Comes right in at another one there. 1-2 the count. 1 more to go to end the side. Breaking pitch outside, foul ball, third base line. Souvenir. A hard hit Souvenir. It's a roller over behind the plate. Another foul ball. 1-2. All of a sudden, Cortez is hitting stuff. That's popped up in the left field. Buster Biggs running up. Makes the grab at his feet.
Yes, sir. So we're heading into the bottom of the 6th, and it's still Sirloins, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Beewolves, 1 run on 7 hits. Magic Moore 0 for 2 with a strikeout to Sean Levon, 2 for 2, and Hannah Dexter's 0 for 3. Naomi at 78 pitches. Magic Moore is tense but fit. He's 0 for 2 today, hitting .287. Come on, Magic. Let's turn this thing around here. First pitch from Naomo's low, ball 1. Allen's low, ball 2. Naomo now at 80 pitches on the day. 81 is jammed into left center field. And there goes the tense. Who was it? Magic Moore?
Magic Moore. Stand
with
up
a double.
Deshaun Levon 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a runner in scoring position. The pressure up now with no outs. That one misses inside. Neomo not looking great today, although a great defensive game so far. Even at 1 apiece. The Sirloins can get out of this. That one gets away. Runner's going for third. Adonis isn't going to get there in time, and that brings Magic Moore to third base. 90 feet from home plate with no outs. There's the bunt. Adonis gets, it's fouled. It's considered foul. And there's a hit in the left field. That's going to be a score, Pete. And another single for the pitcher. Oh my gosh.
And an RBI. I stink at that bunts. Andy Dexteris is 0 for 3. Runner at first base with no outs and a run across plate. So it's Beewolves 2-0 now. First pitch to Dexteris inside, ball 1. Allen's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes now to hand to Dexteris. Neomo at 88, make that 89 pitches, and she's in the hole. 3 balls and no strikes to Dexteris. Dexteris takes that one. 3 balls and a strike. That's in there. Now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dexteris known as a tough out. And he walks on 5 pitches, 6 pitches. Make that 6 pitches. So runners at first and second now with nobody out.
That was a safe bet. There she goes. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised she was in there for that long. They finally pulled KO Neomo. Now with runners at first and second and still no outs. And they got 2-0 now, Beewolves. So she's going to have a seat, and Linus Digby's going to come in, the relief pitcher. Linus is a 3.72 ERA, a 1.28 whip, and 25 Ks in the season. He throws the ball hard with good junk. He's not entirely accurate, though. He has pitched somewhat recently, but he's got a lot of gas in the tank. He throws a 4-finger, the slider, the curveball, and the changeup. And he's going to be throwing a poke Foster here in the bottom of the 6th. A little lofter, Foster fouls it off the wall. 0-1 the count. The same spot, fouls that off the net behind him as well. 0-2. That one off the dirt, and the runner's going to third base. The throw is in time. The slow-running pitcher, unfortunately, is tagged out. Goes to first to try and get 2. And then Dexteris, you got 1 out now with a fast runner. Goes back to first again. Gets him in the dirt. He's gunning for him. 1-2 the count. Boy, these pitches really seem to be floating in there. 1-2 to Poke Foster. Swing and a miss off the plate. Strikeout by Digby.
Bertha Banks locked in and fit 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Hanley Dexteris at first base with 2 outs. There's a smash that'll go right to Cook at second base. He'll throw to Stanza to end the inning. So, again, another promising inning, and the Beewolves get 1 run. So we're heading into the top of the 7th. It's Beewolves 2, Sirloins nothing. Lloyd Cook 1 for 2. Madoka Hayota 2 for 2 with a double, and Damon Rush 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Levon at 69 pitches with 5 strikeouts. Lloyd Cook, the second baseman's tense and fit. He's 1 for 2 with a single though today.
Big power hitter, big Pete.
First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. Allen's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Lloyd Cook. That's in there for called second strike, and Cook is behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cook made the play to end the inning. There's a roller, and Bertha Banks is going to get there. She's going to pick it up, make the throw to first to retire Cook. 1 down now, and Madoka Hayata, the third baseman's locked in and fit. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a single.
Jeez.
Hayata hitting well today. Probably the only Sirloin who is. Poke Foster is there to make the catch, fly out to Poke Foster in right field. So Hayata fails to get on base that time. Damon Rush now, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 today. 2 outs with nobody on in the top of the 7th. First pitch from Levon is outside, ball 1. Allen's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. 2-1 now to Damon Rush. As a smash, and that's going to get into center field. Oh, no. And he failed to pick it up. I don't know why Magic Moore didn't pick up the ball. But he failed to pick it up, and that allowed Damon Rush to get the second. So Willard Wiggins now the shortstop. He's 0 for 2. Wiggins at second base has a lot of speed, but there's 2 outs. First pitch is low, ball 1. Wiggins anticipated that pitch. Throw back to second, but Rush is able to get back. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. That's in it for called strike, and the count is evened up now 1-1. Levon delivers his 81st pitch, and it's a roller, and Alora Franco's going to pick it up. She's going to run it over herself, step on first to end the inning. So the Sirloins pick up another hit, but that's it. So as we head into the bottom of the 7th, it's still Beewolves 2, Sirloins nothing. Alora Franco 2 for 2 with a walk. Buster Biggs 1 for 1 with a walk, and Steve Monstour 0 for 2 with the walk. Digby threw 6 pitches and racked up 1 strikeout in this brief appearance. Alora Franco's locked in and fit, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk.
Boy, Deshaun Levon is controlling this game from the mound. Hard hit into Boyd Cook diving at second, grabs it. 1 pitch, 1 out. What a play by Cook.
Buster Biggs, the left fielder, 1 for 1 with a single, a walk, and an RBI. So 1 down and nobody on in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch from Digby's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. That one's inside, ball 2. There's a shot. That'll split the third baseman and shortstop and get into left field for a clean single.
Boy, this game has been all Beewolves so far, Pete.
Yeah, just don't have enough. They don't have the runs to show for it.
Well, it's still. Oh, there he goes to first base. Cat Stanza couldn't quite pick him off. And there's a pitch high, misses 1-0 the count. Pressure up here at bottom of the 7th. 1 out, 2-0 Beewolves. We're going to try and take the division from the Sirloins. 2 quick balls, hard hit into center field. That's going to be a single. And what? He barely makes it to second.
That's right, so 1 out now. Runners at first and second. Freddie Knox, who's 0 for 3 today. You expect a little bit more production out of him.
Yeah.
1 out. First pitch is over the outside corner for called strike. Strike 1. Allen's high. 1-1 now to Freddie Knox. That's popped up into center field. Center fielder's there to make the catch, and there's going to be taking off for third base, and he's going to be in there.
Hey.
So runners now at first and third with 2 outs.
Good heads up base running there by the coach. Calling that one. They got runners in the corners now. Pressure's way up. He got Magic Moore. It's a little tense though. This is inside, ball 1. Good patience, Magic Moore here about in the 7th. 19th pitch. Right past the mound. That's going to be another score, Pete. A single by Magic Moore brings in Buster Biggs, and it's now 3-0 Beewolves. It's looking like a win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Deshaun Levon's locked in a fit. 3 for 3 with 3 singles and an RBI. 2 outs, runners at first and second. That first pitch is fouled straight back. Strike 1. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. That's a smash, and that's going to get into center field. Damon Rush will pick it up and get it in quick, but everybody's going to hold up. So another bases-loaded situation for the Beewolves.
And another hit for Deshaun Levon, who's been the man of the hour, and that's it for Linus Digby. They're going to sit him, too. Boy, the Sirloins scratching their heads, not quite figuring out what to do. They're going to go with Megan Tedson, the reliever, number 58. C-plus rank, she's got a 6.080 ERA. A 1.88 whip, which is impressive, and 12 Ks. She throws the ball hard enough with a good enough jump, but again, she's not entirely accurate. She's well rested. She's known as a specialist. So she throws a forefinger, the slider, and the changeup. So she's good against left-handers. Also leaving the game, center field, Damian Rush is going to have a seat. Rush is going to be coming out for number 71, Smash Rillo. Rillo's going to be brought in, I think, mostly for hitting. I don't know. He's got 1 error.
I think they just did it to change up their batting order so they could put the pitcher at the end.
Yeah, and he's got. Well, I mean, Rillo's got a 325 batting average too, which is pretty good. 11 home runs. So, yes, okay. So he's now at center field. So a double switch there. First one in for strike. Down the exterior, so 1 the count. Second one.
Oh,
Ooh, swinging him a strike 2. She's got him in the hole. He's a tough out, though. Breaking pitch. Ooh, outside corner. What break on that thing? 1 and 2 the count. That one's a little high. Ball 2. Again, bases loaded. 2, 2, and 2. Ball 3. Now it's 3 and 2. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 7th. She comes right in and fouls it into the Sirloins dugout. Still 3 and 2. Hard hit in the right center field, and that's going to be caught by Longball. A sliding grab by the ace right fielder.
Twice today, sliding grab. So we're going into the top of the 8th. It's Sirloins, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. Beewolves, 3 runs on 13 hits and an error.
The catcher,
Preston Adonimus, the catcher's neutral and well. He's 0 for 2 today, though.
Outfield going deep. Looks like they're going to keep pitching. Levon is throwing an 82nd pitch right in for a strike. 0 the count to Adonimus, who got one against us in that last game. Swinging him a strike 2. Levon's still looking good in the top of the 8th inning. Wonder if he can go a full game. 3-pitch strikeout. Adonimus didn't like it, but wow, Pete, this is the best I've seen. I think I've seen Levon pitch. He wanted this win.
So, he's locked in and fit. There's no
going back. 85th pitch to Rillo. Hard hit to poke Foster. Caught in right field for the second out. Whoa. Cat Stanza now 0 for 3, looking tense, likes the outside pitch. What we gonna do? Here comes Deshaun Levon, going right at her, strike 1. Crowd loving this here today. They can leapfrog the Sirloins. Hard hit foul off the wall. 0 and 2. He's got her in a hole. Can he pour some dirt on her? And he does. That's the poke Foster right field. Line drive home run. There was no catching that one. Boy, that was a rocket. 364 feet. It was Cat Stanza's 12th home run and 30th RBI of the season. She's running for the home run titles as well, Pete. And the Sirloins finally get on the board. That brings in the locked-in Hammer Longball. 0 for 3 locked in. Misses inside. Ball 1-1 the count. Longball usually doesn't swing at that first pitch. The 90th pitch from Sean Levon in for a strike. We're even out 1 apiece. Low and inside misses ball 2, 2-1 to the dangerous Longballo. That one's right in. Ooh, hits hard foul back off the wall. We're at 2-2-2. Number 29 coming right at him. Hard hit foul ball. That's an upper deck souvenir. Deshaun Levon looking a little where hits a hard to diving. Freddie Knox, who couldn't quite grab it. Longball is going to come up at first base with a single. And that brings in the juiced Javier Cortez, who's 0 for 3. The pressure coming up, but the tying run at the plate. And the Sirloins hoping to get right back in this. 95th pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. 2 outs, 1 more to go. Anticipated that one, but it misses. 1 apiece. Runner at first base. Hard hit down the line, foul. That brings us to 1 and 2. We need 1 more from Deshaun Levon. There it is, outside corner. He did not like it. He was upset, but another K by Deshaun to close the side.
Phew! But they pick up 1 run off of a rocket that was hit off of Levon. So it's Beewolves 3, Sirloins 1 as we head into the bottom of the 8th. It's Poke Foster 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Bertha Banks 2 for 4, and Alora Franco has got some hits too. Poke Foster in right field is neutral and juiced. He's 0 for 3 with a walk today. Megan Tedson at 7 pitches. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike now. That one's low, ball 2. 2-1 to Poke Foster. That one's ripped into center field. That'll drop in front of Smash Rillo for a clean single. So Poke Foster with a leadoff single in the bottom of the 8th.
I don't know if Poke's trying to build his stats so he can go to another town after this. Bertha Banks 2 for 4 on the season. That one misses ball 1 to Bertha. 1-0 the count. Outside corner misses ball 2. She's got good patience. 2-0. Megan Tedson throws that one right in there. It's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. That one misses ball 3. 3-1. I got a hitter's pitch. The pressure up. Swings at a high bad pitch. Now we're even at 3-2 full count. Even at 3-2. Swing and miss strike 3. She K's her.
What are you doing? Alora Franco, the first baseman, locked in at pit. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a walk. Poke Foster at first base with 1 out.
Oh,
Swing and a miss by Laura Franco. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out. That one's low, ball 1. 1-1 now. Tetson delivers her 20th pitch way inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Laura Franco. There's a smash. That'll get into center field. Rillo picks it up, makes the throw to third to hold everybody up. So runners at first and second with 1 out. And Buster Biggs steps in.
Buster Biggs, here he comes. Pressure way up. Ooh, pops one up, foul. That's gonna be in the near the concourse. Souvenir. 0-1 the count to Buster. That one skips off the plate, but that got him last time. 3-1 apiece.
Come on.
Miss Early, strike 2. 1-2 the count. Pete doesn't like the way Buster's. And he K's her. She K's him.
Steve Monstour, the catcher, is neutral and fit. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. 2 outs now with runners at first and second. There's a roller into center field. Nope, we don't have enough speed to send him. Smasherillo pick it up and make the throw in, but another bases loaded situation, which is okay because Freddie Knox, I'm sure, will strike out. So great.
Freddie Knox over 4. A bases loaded, pressure way up. The Beewolves could put it out ahead, and he hits it hard to the third base line, but that's going to be foul. Souvenir. Oh, nope, comes back out. 0-1 the count. Tetson goes, this is that one low. We're even at 1 apiece. That one's right in there, hit hard to left center field. It's going back to the wall. It's off the wall. It comes in, everyone's coming around again, and he's going to slide in a second. He's safe, Pete. The Beewolves get 2 runs on a huge blast to left center field.
All right, Magic Moore, the center fielder's tense but fit. He's got He's got connection versus left-handed pitching. Rolls that one foul. So 2 outs, strike 1 to Magic Moore. Runners at second and third. Count is now evened up 1-1. Oh, that's just catches the inside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's inside. 2-2 now. That's inside ball 3. Full count to Magic Moore. 3-2. Swing and a miss. And Moore's going to break that wood. That's it. Now, there's a curse on that wood. Get it out of here.
It was
But
dirty.
as we go into the top of the 9th, it's Beewolves 5 runs on 17 hits and an error. Sirloins 1 run on 6 hits. Lloyd Cook 1 for 3. Madoka Hayata 2 for 3 with a double. Lloyd Cook tense but fit. 1 for 3 with a single today.
Oh, do we?
It's up to you. You're pitching. You want to change
He could
him out?
play
You
a
can
whole
do
game. We're 5-1. He might as well.
I would say this: you go with the rule. You know, if the first time a batter reaches base, change him out. You know,
Yeah.
first pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike
Well,
1. Yeah,
must
because he's
go.
still locked in and he's not really showing. That's low. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. Base is empty. Levon now at 100 pitches. Levon delivers. There's a smash. Oh, come on, Hanley. Hanley Dexterous should have had that one. I don't know how it got under his glove, but just squeaked into center field for a single. So
Mojo goes down.
Madoka Hayata 2 for 3 with a double and a single, and now Levon's starting to show some signs of wear.
His mojo went down with that one.
Yeah. Like I say, if Dexterous could have picked that up, it would have been all right. But
Yeah. All right.
so no outs, runner at first base. Hayata, who's been hitting well all day today. We're gonna see Deshaun Levon's going to take a seat. Tats Belfour will come in to lock it down. Belfour with a 7.56 ERA, a 1.53 whip, and 21 strikeouts. He's neutral and fit. He's got a little bit less than average velocity and junk, and he's got a little bit less than that accuracy, but he's fully rested. He's walk prone. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. So Belfour will face off against Hayata. First throw over to first, and the runner's back. First pitch is in there for a called strike to Hayata. Strike 1. Belfour delivers. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. Runner at first. Belfour steps off the rubber and the runner gets back. 1-1. That's in there for a called strike, and Hayata now finds herself behind in the count 1-2. Belfour delivers, and that's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw over to first. And a runner's back. But Doka Hayata, the third baseman, fouls that one off along the first baseline. Out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Delivery. There's a roller to Bertha Banks. She's going to pick it up, make the throw across to first to get Hayata for 1 out, but the runner has moved to second. So 1 out, runner at second base, and Megan Tedson, the pitcher, steps in. She'll be getting pulled for Smoke Frederick. Smoke Frederick, the pinch hitter, is hitting .267 with no home runs, 2 RBIs. He's neutral and fit. He's got about average power, less than average contact and speed. So a pinch hitter for the Sirloins, who will find themselves swing and a miss by Frederick. No balls, 1 strike. Score is 5-1 Beewolves in the top of the 9th. Allen's outside. The count is evened up. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Allen's low, ball 2. 2-1 now. Belfort delivers. That's in it for called strike, and the count has evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. There it is. Oh, just an eye. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes with an out. Balfour walk prone. There's a shot that's going to get into center field, and the throw is going home. And they're going to hold everybody up. So now runners at first and third with 1 out, and Willard Wiggins, the shortstop, steps in. He's neutral and fit. He's 0 for 3 today, though.
They need that double play ball.
Yeah, they do. Allen's low, ball 1. That would be great if Willard Wiggins could ground to an infielder. Allen's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Willard Wiggins. That's in it for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Top of the 9th, Beewolves 5, Sirloins 1. Belfort delivers, that's fouled off. 2-2 now to Willard Wiggins. Strikeout be okay too, Balfour. That's fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and third with 1 down. That's in there for a called third strike, and Balfour racks up the K. 2 down now, and Preston Adonis, the dangerous Preston Adonis, steps in. He's neutral and well. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching. 2 down. Runners at first and third. First pitch is low, ball 1. Tats Belfort delivers his 20th pitch. High, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Preston Adonis. There's a shot, and that'll get to Hanley Dexteris, who makes the throw to first for the 3rd out. I'm sorry, he makes the throw to first for the 3rd out, and the Beewolves win. Tommy, they did what they had to do. It wasn't pretty, but they did what they had to do.
I think it's officially the longest winning streak in club history. 8 games straight, and they leapfrog the St. Louis Sirloins, who played their last game here tonight, beating them 2 straight, taking the title. We are now the division lead with 1 game left in our season.
Are we, or are we tied with the division for the division lead?
I think we took it, but we'll see here. Let's see. The Beewolves go out in front in the first inning, right off the bat, get that first run. It's a defensive slugfest. The Beewolves are racking up the hits, but they weren't getting anybody across the plate until the 6th inning. They got another one, got another in the 7th to get a comfortable lead. The Sirloins come back and get 1 in the 8th to keep it interesting, but the Beewolves get 2 more right back in the bottom of the side, and that's where it rests. It's the whole game. The Sirloins only got 1 run on 8 hits. The Beewolves 5 runs on 17 hits with an error.
Yeah. That was kind of like the first game where it was like the Beewolves were hitting them. Just for some reason, we just weren't getting anybody across the plate. We were racking up the hits, but just couldn't translate that into runs. But
yeah, and the Sirloins, you got Cortez 0 for 4, Wiggins 0 for 4, Adonis 0 for 4, 3 0 for 4s.
Deshaun Levon was just dealing. I mean, he was taking the bat out of their most dangerous hitters, and he did what he had to. I mean, Cortez 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. You got Damon Rush 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Adonis 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. I mean, he was putting them down. You know, he was just putting them down.
We did not expect that kind of pitching day from him.
No, we didn't. But we've said earlier in the season that sometimes it was him who was he who was the kind of the spark plug. He would go out. The rest of the pitching staff might be struggling, and he'd have a really good pitching outing, and then all of a sudden everybody else would kind of roll along. They'd come along too. Yeah. So just a great game by Deshaun Levant, and not only on the mound, but 4 with an RBI.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
He's hitting .417 on the season.
He was the best offensive hitter today for us.
Yeah.
Only Freddie Knox.
Is he going to get 2 stars of the game then?
Only Freddie Knox got 2 RBIs. So pitching, Keo Niomo gets the loss. He goes 5 innings, gives up 9 hits, 2 earned runs, walks 5 batters, gets 1 strikeout. Her ERA climbs to 4.29. She's now going to end the season 3-6. Linus Digby comes in to relieve her. He goes 1 2/3 innings, gives up 4 hits, 1 earned run, gets 1 K of his own. His ERA is now at 3.82, and his season will end at 3-1. Megan Tedson then comes in, throws 1 1/3 inning, gives up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. Her ERA is at 6.75, and she ends the season at 2-1.
And then for our very own Beewolves, Deshaun Levant gets the win. He goes 8 innings, gives up 7 hits, 1 earned run, that 1 home run, which I really wish we could get that back. But he winds up with 7 strikeouts on the night, gave up the 1 long ball. His ERA improves to 4.91, so he's under 5. And his record improves to that 4-6 you were talking about, Tommy. And Tats Belfour comes in, pitches 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, racked up a strikeout. His ERA is at a 7.34, and his record remains 1 win, 1 loss, and 3 saves.
Players of the game, no surprise, Pete.
No, sir. The 3 stars of the game. The first one, Deshaun Levant, the starting pitcher. He went 8 innings, gave up 7 hits, an earned run, and had 7 strikeouts, and that doesn't include his offense. He could get another star for the offensive output.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're right. They didn't even mention that. It was going 4 for 4. Second star of the game, the B+ ranked left fielder, number 39, Buster Biggs, who is trying to get back into things, the swing of things here in the playoffs. It'd be good to see him do that there. He went 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI, scored across the plate once, and also stole a base.
Way to go, Buster. And then Alora Franco, 3 for 4 and scored a run. That's the smallest byline I've ever seen. 3 for 4 run. Okay. Tommy G, 9 hits. Way to go, Tommy. 1 great catch, 3 strikeouts, his contribution to 54%. Pete J with 8 hits, 5 RBIs, 2 great catches, a stolen base, 5 strikeouts, and a contribution of 46%.
I don't get that. You got 5 you got all the RBIs. Anyway. All right.
I thought you had doubled me in hits because I did not feel like I was hitting it well at all. I'm surprised I had the 8.
Post-game show. Wow. Well, geez. Yeah, now if you look at the season standings, there we are in first place, Pete.
Yep, half game ahead.
Half game ahead. In fact, no one's going to catch us now. That we just won the division at home.
Did we?
Because if we lose our next game and the Herbisaurs won, we'd still be a game ahead of them, right?
You're right. Yeah, they can't catch us. So we did. We just took the conference. The division in our home state.
Just won the trade division for the 2nd year in a row.
Way to go, Beewolves! All right.
But they're 8 straight wins, the longest winning streak in club history. The only time they ever won 8 straight that I know of. And plus fun. Yeah, so we're in the playoffs, man.
Yes, sir, we are. And it's a battle now. I mean, the Sirloins obviously playing their last game, but the Sawteeth have at least 1 left. So if the Sawteeth win, they can leapfrog the Sirloins, and the Sirloins would wind up being out of the playoffs.
And the Sawteeth are playing the Freebooters.
Kent Ratherswell.
Freebooters.
Come on, Kent.
Boiler there. And then the nemesis at the Herbisaurs. Oh, man. Well, yeah, in our last game of the regular season, we're going to fly out to San Diego to play the Platypi. Wow. All right, news. Let's find out what's going on around the league. I'll start.
The Herbisaurs are fire sale. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so Chuck Flitwick Chuck Filthwick, a staple there in Tacoma, offended Herbasaur's coach and was replaced by Mindy Marshwater. Wow, the A-ranked Filthwick, 37-year-old reliever known as a K-man, A-ranked, known mostly for his junk and his accuracy. He was making $11.2 million a year. He's replaced for a C-minus ranked 29-year-old relief pitcher. She's a little better than him on power. She's a 3/2, and she's a better hitting pitcher. She's making $1.5 million a year. Yeah, that's a money saving move for the Herbasaurs.
Yep. And then just up from there, Sagda Song offended Herbasaur's coach, and he's been shown the door. He was replaced by Pewter Fisher. Scott Song, obviously the superstar first base right fielder. He's got overall superstar. He's got tremendous power, tremendous ability to connect, tremendous speed. He's a great fielder with a strong arm. He was making $21,400,000, and Pewter Fisher will come in. He's a 33-year-old left field, first base outfielder. He's a C+. He's got less than average power, a little bit better than average ability to connect, less than average speed. He's a pretty good fielder with about an average arm, and he's making about $4 million a season. So Sagda Song finds himself.
Started his career in Santa Monica with the Overdogs there. That was a huge thing for them to get a star first baseman, and then they let him go, and he goes to Herbasaurs. That was a huge pickup by them to try and hopefully get them to the playoffs, and he got them close, but they fell apart just short of the mark there, and now they're letting him go for $21.4 million. They're saving $21 million. Or no, they're saving 20. I'm sorry. I could do math. $27 million there. Oh, almost. Wow, $27 million.
I would love to be able to pick up one or both of those guys before we go into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Go into the playoffs with that A relief pitcher who's throwing the heat with,
my God.
With the junk.
But that was their released salary. So they're going to be on the wire for more than that.
Exactly.
The 26-year-old Freddie Knox player development surgical procedure he can get to increase his arm up to 16%. A 6 or 65% chance to gain the RBI man, $312,000. We may do a live from the Hive after the next game before the playoffs. Could be
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So, all right. So yeah, these games. The biggest game coming up here. Blowfish Moose. I mean, big for us, the Sawtooth and Freebooters. Warblers and the Sandcats. Sandcats still trying to get in, I think. Like a standings, can the Cats make it? They're a full game back behind the Grapplers. They need the Grapplers to lose. The Grapplers are going to play the Moonstars, so they may well lose. So yeah, the Sandcats have to beat the Warblers. Oh man. Schedule, we're down to the last one. It's going to be Bender against Hughes at Colonial Plaza. All right, well, we'll leave it at that, and we will hop on a short flight over to San Diego to finish off the season against the Platypi. Maybe go 9 straight.
That would be good
before starting the playoffs.
That would be good. I just wanted to say, I was just checking the league leaderboard, and right now, as it sits, Hanley Dexteras and Alora Franco are 2 and 3 on the top 10 of the season leaders.
Wow, yeah, behind Oviedo Pulo. They got the Platypi have 2 names on there. 2 Beefcake McStevens, ranked number 6, and Scooter Sandbrick.
Yeah,
so they're a tough team to play. What's their let's see the season standings.
They're in second place. They're a game behind the Wild Pigs. They're 26 and 17 with a plus 38 run differential.
Oh yeah, and they're the top team for the wild card race as well. So the Platypi are gonna be fighting like mad. They're fighting for their playoff lives. So
because they only got the 1 game lead. So yeah.
All right, great. All right, well, we will then catch you in sunny San Diego to finish out the season in a few days. Until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is PJ, and we're saying, get out of here.